Okay, so I would like to play first very clearly with this deck. Oh, I didn't even see the Aether Vial. I was going to keep it without that card. Supposed to lead on the hub, revealing... Yeah. So I'm leading on the hub. There are matchups where I don't want a Spreading Seas on one. I just want to reveal a generic Lord. I think that affects my opponent's play the least. Um... So the hub lets me draw an island and play a Lord next turn. Whereas if I play the Vault, I'm locked into Spreading Seas on 2. Though, it's possible that the better play was to bait my opponent into, like... I revealed the Master, correct? Yeah. Maybe the better play was to bait my opponent into fetching on their first turn or something and then getting Spreading Seized. Basic Swamp. That's not good. Trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do here. Besides, kind of just die. Yeah, I want to do this, so I want to spread that. Good draw. That buys me a turn. 3. I rip a Lord, I just kill my opponent next turn. So I think I want to put this Lord of Atlantis into play. Actually, hold up. So I can attack for 2, put my opponent to 17. Now I need to put the Lord into play. I was thinking about the Adept, but I don't think that does anything. But if I rip... Yeah, that's fine. Don't want to add a counter. Can Adept into a Lord? Kill my opponent here? Because this attacks... And then, yeah, so I think I just want to Adept here. That was actually wrong. I think I was supposed to use a land to do that. Because instant speed Timebounder actually matters if my opponent is living end. Yeah, sure, why not? Merfolk. Okay. Let's just draw perfect. Good game. Good luck. Goodbye. Yeah, multiple curse catchers is kind of brutal. Huh. That's cool. Yeah, I was definitely not supposed to vial there, but it actually turned out for the better that I did because I could attack with the Mutavault there still. Okie dokie. All of you show up in the deck. Card doesn't do anything. Tiebinder's actually good. I like Master. Dismember's fine. I don't like Vapor Snag. Oh, wow. I get to play Relic? That's some nonsense. Uh, Probably shave down on Masters. Board out like one Dismember. This card's still good. You know, if they have to short Living End, you can just kill them with it. Like, they make two creatures and then you kill one with a Dismember. The other one's not good enough. Master just feels like such a big recovery tool. Maybe I shave a land? That's loose against the LD deck. Definitely want Spreading Seas because that can, you know, cheaty face win a game. Maybe just cut a Tidebinder. They're only good after Living End. Dispel doesn't counter anything. Yeah, I'll try this. No promises on Master being the best. Or worst. I don't... I don't want to ship this hand. I don't think it does anything. My 5's not better. But your 6 is... My 5... I don't think an average 5 is better than this, I guess. This isn't the worst. I do get to bring some Mutavault beats here. Hopefully, my opponent, like, short Living Ends and I can Tidebinder out of it. Two damage is better than an Aether Vial here, I think. Sure. Okay, this is not a short Living End. This one is probably enough to kill me. Assuming I get Living Ended. Yep, should be dead here. I guess I only take 12 on the first attack. Yeah. Is that enough to recover via any other way? Yeah, maybe I should just scoop before my opponent looked at the top three. So I tap the Beetle. F6 through playing the Aether Vial, because I'm trying to think of what cards I could top deck out of this. No good blocks. Good old Captain Beatdown monkeys. Yeah, I don't think so. If I tap this, play the Mutavault. Block the 3/4. Not dead this turn, actually. If I draw another Tidebinder or a Master, I'm still in it. I am dead to a Violent Outburst, though. So the Mutavault goes on the Monkey. And I double block a Street Wraith. Don't think that first hand would have won this game, but this hand certainly didn't. Maybe I should have just gone to 5 for like a relic or whatever. Yeah, the 2 counter Vial could matter, because if I rip an Adept, I can't put it into play next turn. Well, there is no next turn, so... I do get to see more of my opponent's deck, though. No? I guess I don't. Okay, that's good enough for me. The stack is just the Outburst, right? We're not accidentally having our opponent living it in combat. Last card my opponent saw, was an Adept. Funnily enough, it would have been drawn to another Adept I can't cast. Okay. Yeah, maybe I just can't play the recovery game at all. Just like cut all these. Just max out on Masters. I don't want to max. I want like 3/3 or something like that. The recovery game is just make a bunch of elementals and like make good trades or something. Uh-huh. I don't like this hand at all. Doesn't really go anywhere. This hand is much better. Either is like the most annoying card to play with on Moto. It's like you can't ever do like always yes. It's just every turn. Make a decision. Yep. Good thing my land's a basic. So what's the best case scenario here? I guess the best case is my opponent doesn't play a hand. Well, don't have to do anything. Because I don't have lands to do anything with. Don't want to put a counter on this yet. That's pretty good. I don't want to play anything. I just want to jam with the adept, I think. Just minimize the cost of me doing anything. I'm only going to violent another adept this turn on end step. It's my opponent putting back if they... Oh. Nothing really? So they're just like slow rolling a living end. Let's think about this. Trying to figure out if there's a line where I can start Fulminator Mage. Good thing my lands are all basic. So I think here I have to get 2 lords into play so I can attack through that. So that is yes to adding a counter. Don't really care about drawing the extra card. This, I would like to put this Marrow Reejery into play. Not gonna... I could get gutsy and play the adept on tapping a land, but I don't really want to do that. So maybe I was supposed to. There's a chance that I can't actually kill my opponent if I don't in time. Like, if I hit the land, I get to leave a remand. It's like pretty clear based on my opponent's lack of cycling that there's not gonna be spell. There's going to be spell pierce protection. Like my opponent probably has a bunch of lands, like another living end and some cascade spells. So what? Fulminator and Architects and Carabid. So awkward that I have to put the remand shields down if I draw a land, so I can like I could play another creature, but it would expose me temporarily. See what my opponent does. I think that even if my opponent does cast a living end here with mana open, I'm supposed to remand because I'd get spell pierced. I don't want to Reejery. Not the worst thing in the world. Maybe I wasn't supposed to put the Reejery into play that turn. Dealt 2 last turn and the same amount of damage this. 2 and then 3 instead of 0, and then actually it dealt more damage, which was better. Opponent's at 2. I don't have more cyclers. I'm really struggling to find a reason I shouldn't just play that Aether Vial. I think that getting an Aether Vial on 2 in the long run is actually going to matter. Whereas I don't think the Spell Pierce is going to matter this game. I guess in theory my opponent could rip a cycler into like... Yeah. It involves a chain. They have to like rip cycler, cycle, like not already have a cascade spell in their hand. This is also definitely a board state where I could see myself coming out of this. I think if I get living ended here, I would like to... Yeah, that's fine. That's going to happen. I think I want to... Trying to figure out if I actually want to add the counter there. To the 3 Aether Vial. I think I do actually. Shucks, he saw it. I think I'm using both. If I draw a Reader and get punished, I draw a Reader and get punished. That's pretty important, actually. So I cast this, revealing this. Then I Tidebinder. Tapping the big one. This is awesome. Could die to Jun Charm in theory, but my opponent's also pretty cold to their own Jun Charm. Is that exiles my graveyard? That's cool. I could... What? What just... What? Oh! So next turn I would have 2 counters on the Vial and Spreading Seas my opponent's land and then give it Island Walk. I'm assuming what happened is that Magic Online switched the order of play and action again, and my opponent just did the thing where, like, people have been like, oh, I just played a Den Protector face up the other night. This is just the, oh, I cycled the Street Wraith at 2 life. Weird. So I lost the matchup that I'm supposed to, like, grind against and just won the matchups that feel like I should never win in a million years.